Hey, good morning. It's Monday, October 11th. So good to be with you this morning, starting a new week. It's Monday, so we're talking about worldview. I think a practical application for worldview is how do we deal with fear? Fear is huge. So this morning, I want to explore a little bit about where fear comes from and how it damages us as humans and how God gives us ways to actually address these fears. I'm going to be reading just a couple of sections from my little book, When Life Turns Upside Down. And it focuses in on this portion of fear. In the third chapter, I wind up asking the question, how do you combat fear in the upside moments of life? That is, when everything turns upside down, nothing is what you were expecting, and everything is completely different. And there's new things to fear, things to worry about, things that scare us, freaky, if you will. Well, God has the answer for us. We're going to look at Psalm 33, but basically the answer is this. Fear comes from misplaced trust. Fear comes from misplaced trust. When we trust something other than what God has designed to give us safety. Okay, this is huge for us to be able to embrace this. Psalm 33 says this, we wait and hope for the Lord, for he is our help and shield. For our hearts rejoice in him, because we trust in his holy name. May your faithful love rest on us, O Lord, for we put our hope in you. Now, again, those are words that we could agree with. We rejoice that David gave them to us. But what does this look like in terms of practical, everyday situations when we face something that is unexpected, when your life turns upside down, either in the momentary or large scale? That so happens often with this mess with the COVID or other particular natural disasters or world events that unsettle us, or we have a relational upset and it brings us fear. How does God want us to respond? Not in a way which is rule keeping and checking the boxes so that God is somehow pleased with me if I respond in, unfear as opposed to fear, where I'm not keeping the law correctly. No, it's not that at all. It's about a trusting relationship with God. When your trust is placed in God, you will put fear into proper perspective. In this life, we will never be able to be totally free of fear. We can't eradicate it. However, as David urges us, we can turn to God who is always trustworthy. Psalm 33 directs God's people not to trust the things of human origin for safety or as a refuge from fear. A king should not trust the size of his army or the warrior his great strength. The mighty war horse is a false hope in battle. Now, is God saying don't go to battle with an army or proper armor? No. He's saying those things are not your ultimate place of safety. Notice a little bit further in the psalm, a little bit earlier in the psalm, he says, but the Lord keeps his eye on those who fear him, those who depend on his faithful love to rescue from death and to keep them from famine. He's saying don't trust in the horse, don't trust in the army. Those things won't bring you safety. God will. Even if we should rightly use them, they're not the ultimate place of safety. Fear comes when we don't see God as our hope and our place of safety. This is the practical application of Psalm 33. When we direct our fears away from people and things and move towards the fear of the living God of the Bible, we are secure no matter what the outcome of the battle, no matter what the outcome of the battle. Can you imagine that? What a place of safety that is. I know that I am secure before God. I know that he is holding me in his hand. I know that the only one I really have to fear is him in the proper sense. Just like Psalm 130 says, with you, God, there is forgiveness of sins. Therefore, you are feared. You see, our minds work the other way around. I've sinned, therefore I must fear God. The full impact of that is, I've sinned, I'm forgiven, therefore I fear God. So whatever this life throws at us, even though it appears random, it's not. Don't put your trust in the things, the proper things to save you of things of this world. Don't trust in the mighty warhorse. Trust in God. Fear in Him, because He's the one that controls the battle. Fear comes from misplaced trust. When I trust my ability to do relationships, when I'm trusting that I need someone else to love me, so I won't be afraid. When I'm hoping that circumstances will go a particular way, otherwise I'm afraid of what might happen. Those things all lead us in the wrong direction. They move us in a way that doesn't help us to know and trust God. That's what's essential. God has called us to something where we can trust Him. Fear comes from misplaced trust. But if our trust is in God, then we won't be shaken, no matter what happens. And that's the worldview thought for this Monday. Again, thanks so much for being here. Lord willing, we'll see you again tonight. And thank you again for your support, your comments, love the feedback. If you haven't subscribed, go to Everyday Talk 24/7. If you haven't subscribed, go to my YouTube channel and right now and turn on notifications for post notifications. They'll come right to you. Check us out at everydaytalk247.com. And again, great day to start the week with you. And Lord willing, we'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.